get the cash. Bubbly.
Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, ice on my neck like a little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now, no reason to doubt. It's clear to see, all eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated to love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, you already there. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. That presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So these the prototypes. Fingertips, reservoir dog. To the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still filming, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Was in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, you already there. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right there's on my death certificate.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got 2 teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Ready? You ready? Hey, kill!
Now Breeze on the bootleg. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Breeze now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back under.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Mark Ingram taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Now to return, this is David Johnson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately,
the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jamarcus Lawrence coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
21.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. He'll let him go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 61 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson is able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. They pitch it out to Johnson. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, Alshon Jeffrey, the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 76 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On second down, Young. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On third down, Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only needed a few. Young now from the 50. Under pressure here, and down he goes. sack back at about the 43-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Young. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. It's Young on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Easy, kill. Hey, 90.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Giants. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On play action, it's Breeze. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Breeze steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Ready. You ready?
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Brandon Cooks, 50 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's Steve Young dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When the receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Here's Steve Young on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Young on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
First down, Young. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down is Young. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Max Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles get a score closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time. Breeze hooking up with Cooks. And even 60 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Bulldozes past him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Young. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Now let's go. Blue line. Blue line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hurry up, here we go.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young, he's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time. Breeze hooking up with Cooks. 49 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 19 yards away. And the Giants add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, fighting off the defender. Dances by him. Breaks free again. He won't go down. Still on his feet. Oh, refusing to go down. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One last shot for Young. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way it been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, now the cutie. Now I don't give a, tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim, in my denim, she was trying to for it out, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas when she was on.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Buying time to left. And now running right through it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Cousins on 3rd and 2. He goes underneath to Ingram. Oh, now he bowls him over. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Cousins on the keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Sammy! Ready? Under.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he'll go on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing, Cousins, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will make our score 9-0. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere, forced them to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Breeze. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 10 more there and another first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. caught left side. It's Beckham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Set.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Get set.
They'll run here with Ingram. A little juke. Stiff-armed him. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Here we go.
One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on second and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Mark Ingram taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second down, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Cousins to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Play fake, Cousins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play action. Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tim Brown, 62 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
You ready? 12, 21.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Ready? You ready? You're good. Right ball, ready?
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught, Beckett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
On first down, Breeze. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield. field at the 49. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, yellow lady, yellow lady. 12. Hey, two. Lady, like that.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
11. Hey, two.
Now Breeze on third down. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a third down.
Two.
Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. That's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
14.
Now a play fake. Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. in the mind of the...
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington or Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So we got 3 of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Bree's going to throw here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be taken at the 10. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, twisting away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. 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 Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, they ain't talking.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And incomplete to open things up. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready? You ready?
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And shutting him off, now open field. Trump, there he goes, left side. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because it could take...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jonathan Allen in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray steps away to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off-play action. Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
They go play action here on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are in for 6. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off the play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. Murray has the first down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, Murray looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They take over first 10 following the interception.
Easy! Ready! Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Matt Longacre in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ready. You ready?
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. The Giants offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Murray. Open man right side is Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Off play action. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Murray now. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Kill! 21! 21!
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, yellow lady! Ready, what's that?
Shotgun now for Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
The pitch out to Lynch, and now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the give, this is Lynch. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. On third, here's an option play right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
And on this play, the real quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Final shot before break. Murray. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Murray. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Snatched by the safety and Reed. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Ed Reed showing us why he was so prolific at picking off passes. And he doesn't just pick them off, partner. He returns them. Although not on that play, but he does have 2 of the longest pick sixes in NFL history.
Yeah, he had one for 106 yards. That was back in 04, and then he topped that, broke his own record in 2. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Fletcher Cox coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On the handoff, Lynch. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, that's Lynch. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back now here on EA Sports.
Kill!
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ready? You ready? 21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd down, that's Lynch. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, kill!
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Easy. Ready. Yellow lady. Easy. Switch. 12. 80%.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Thomas. A crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who have gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
They, in fact, will throw it. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
21.
He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now Breeze got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.